You go down to Mikola, maybe from Meadow, then let's soon.
Let's...
Ready?
Let us do it. Henry, I am so...
Same here.
Enough talk. You can stop. Go!
Ka! 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 Quick! Quick! God! Quick! God! Quick! Go! God! Go! 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 Ja! Go! Easy, good horse. So, Tibor wasn't as fast as you thought.
Well, respect to you.
Don't be daft.
Anyway, there is round 2 to worry. We go down to our...
I'm ready, Voiv.
Misters, I hope you enjoyed chewing on last...
Come on! Come on!
Ah!
Out!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Go for it!
Come on!
Beginner's luck. Now you'll see.
For the cross!
Anytime, people! Give it to him! Watch out! Go for it!
You were...
Block for fuck's sake! Ah, Jesus, I'm hit! Come on!
No mercy!
Show him!
Show him!
Show him!
Don't give up!
Ha! I won the wager.
You call that winning? I can smell caravan and...
Spells and hexes. Isn't that your own tradition? Now listen, Voivod. If you want to ever talk again about honor, you'd better keep your word.
I will... You? Just you.
It's Marika's. You have to give it to her in...
And you can't?
No. A wager is a wager, Voivod.
All right, we go then.
Marika, I've brought someone who wants to see you.
Dead?
Marika. I'm glad you are right.
I won the wager.
So the amulet?
Amulet. Oh. Amulet, it's yours.
It's for Bohush.
Marika, are you sure? The amulet is Chokahunu. It has power.
To save life, yes. And you are giving it to me and Bohush by choice. Exactly according to our customs. Right, Dad?
Wait. Wait!
What's happening here?
If I give him amulet then? Oi, Devla! Unbelievable! She played me like little shovel. She fooled me. My own daughter treat me like nobody ever did. Do not get it. You cannot. You don't know our ways. Everybody here knows if you save somebody's life, they become part of family. And I giving to this Juvalo my magic amulet by choice.
So that's what it was all about.
Marika is her father's daughter, true.
When the foe is stronger, use your wits. You told me that.
Marika, dear girl, if you were boy, you will be voivode after me, but tradition is tradition.
I have no interest in being voivode. Anyway, I think Tibor is better suited. It is enough for me that I can go home and take Bohush with me. And when we do not like it anymore, we go again. Perhaps to village.
Marika, did you lose your mind? You could marry another voivode and be our queen.
And what if I don't want to? What if I want to marry an ordinary gajo?
And forget your Anglune? Marika, blood is thicker than water.
So what? But don't worry, Dad. I will never forget about honor and what's right and proper. Maybe in the end, I can even teach the village gajos some things.
You are just stubborn like me. Come back, both of you. I forgive you. And I also... sorry.
What? I didn't catch that. Henry, did he say something?
What? Did someone say something?
You keep out of this. I sorry to you, and I sorry to Bohush. I acted like fool. I mistake, stubborn for honor. Now I know I wrong.
That's the first time I ever heard you apologize. Henry, give him the letter. All right, then. I will go to camp with you and we'll stay there until it's time to move on. But when you start packing, I want to choose myself whether I will go with you or stay here.
Have it your way. From now on, your life is yours alone. Thank you, lad. You fool me nice. But I'm not angry because I learned a lot from this. Come. Me and Henry help you back to camp. Much to celebrate. And you, Henry, you deserve proper reward.
How you doing, Marika? The whole family honor thing is behind us.
Whether we go somewhere else or stay here, we will be forever remembering you as the Honorable Gajo.
Well, I didn't do all that much.
Do not be so modest. You did more than anyone else. Your heart is in the right place, Henry.
How's Bohush doing?
He's much better. Since we got medicine from Mama, he does not have fever anymore. Another few weeks and he will be sesto sar macho.
How is life here?
What can I tell you? It is different from being in a cave. We have enough of everything and Bohush is well taken care of.
What about your family?
I forgave them, and I still pray for Geza. Whatever he didn't deserve to die.
Can you tell me about the nomads?
About how they made a pact with the devil? About how they steal and have no taste for work?
No, I didn't mean...
I know, you fool! If you thought that the same as the people from the village, you would not be here. We are different from them. We are slobodno.
You call this freedom?
Going anywhere you want, not being tied to just one place, dancing and singing as your heart desires, without having to worry that the priest will condemn you. I can talk to God when I want to. I do not need the Pope's blessing for that. We have no kings, judges, or executioners. You only need to... you should honor your family. Bak, Saschipen.
Така Джос.
Da vistes. Da vistes. Stop that whistling.
What are you doing here?
Searching for treasure.
I was being sick.
What do you mean? I've got this here.
Oh,
And what?
I only want to help. I know these parts.
Well, fuck.
Here you go.
Thanks, Annie.
Turned out well, eh?
What do you need, my...
Feeling better?
What's new around?
Nothing new. It's quite...
Show me.
That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed. We could team up.
All we need is a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be sunny, and we'll be the three wise men.
3 cripples, more like.
So what's it going to be? You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Alas, be for me. Do you have enough money in the
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
Are you going to the market tomorrow? What a waste of money. We've survived drought. We've survived floods.
So what bothered you so much?
You were a real
I know. Said that. Ready. That's
You
why.
Why what? You were just a
I know. But it's all business, eh? You're proper hammered, ain't you?
What?
And
I'd
what
like a
can I
beer.
get for you?
Service is kind of slow today.
God bless you.
You silly doggy.
I'd like a beer.
God be with you, my friend. God be with you.
Have you congratulated Thrush?
Not yet.
Watch out. I ran into it.
So, I went to see my brother.
Listen.
To talk about
Say
the inheritance.
thumb.
Well, what did you tell him?
Aye, but he drools all over himself and he gets
Stick it
this
up your
feeling that
bum.
his time's nearly up.
Does he get it off?
It's hard
Nearly
to
all the
believe he's
time.
still single.
And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Aye.
Didn't you hear
Once old folks start getting
about
softer
how
than
the wedding went?
my service is kind of
Exactly.
slow
Let
today.
me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
The whole thing ended in a mighty brawl.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer. God be with you, neighbour.
God bless you about it.
Suppose you're right. Oh well. I'm a fool. All right.
Oh, aye. I'll see you later.
My God, what's taking
I was
so
wondering
long?
if you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to sow winter grain. I need to plow too, you know. What if you lent me the bullet on board? You're not gonna plow on Sunday, are you? I'll be happy to help you.
A tankard of ale, thanks. What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
And what can I get for you?
The weather has been stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped. Why is it open? I always close the door.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
We've survived floods, plague, and fires, and failed harvests. But now, as we face the far...
some wild beast here.
Kind master. Huh? God, what's taking so long?
Master, eh, doggy? Why is this sticky?
Netto.
Have you congratulated Thrush?
Not yet.
One beer! I'll have a jug of
Heute ist
wine!
ein wunderschöner Tag.
Another
Heute ist
wine.
ein wunderschöner Tag.
Ale!
And what can I get for you?
Pour me one.
What?
Good doggy, good boy.
Like I'm invisible or something.
God be with
I
you.
heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh. Why?
God be with you.
What do you have?
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
God be with you.
Not this again. God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God grant you health.
Still all already had a across the whole region.
Greetings.
What are we gonna do to you? Is it all that?
Time to bail. It was you! Surrender at once!
Good job.
He ran by here. Catch him!
All right, all right. You caught me. I surrender.
Now I'll show felt like return with
Utter nonsense. All of this. You'll have to answer to the nobility.
Oh,
They'll steal it.
do my... What are the odds of that?
Riddler bar.
The very same! And I have a new riddle.
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'll tell you. But first, we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right. Let's bet. Tell me what your riddle is, then.
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
5.
You're right.
I knew your talents were wasted on swordplay. You know what comes next.
I'd be glad.
So what's it to be this time?
What wisdom?
Much grows in the forest, but beware toadstools and true lovers not. You can pick them to be sure, but don't even think of. You're still here?
You look like you know your way around these.
That if it's a meal you're after. The Emperor Charles in Kuttenborough. But the prettiest wench is at that I had the luckiest dice in Geliov. I can still smell the hops and ale. And the window looked out on the Sedlets Monastery.
I'm afraid I'm...
Me too.
God be with you.
Good day.
Excuse me. You're still here.
I'm afraid I...
Me too.
Here, Mutt. better call back that dog!
The whole thing ended in a mighty brawl.
And what can I get for you?
I'd like a beer.
It's like I'm invisible or something. A tankard of ale, thanks. An ale, as usual.
What's the hold up?
A large beer for me.
Here you are, you thief! Surrender, now!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
You're wanting... It's for you to pay for your wrongdoings. You're lucky you didn't end up hurting anyone.
You've got to keep your hand on your purse around here.
But I acted within the law. I received permission to do all of that. I have it in writing. I'll bring you the contract. You know how to read, right?
Well...
Nah, a foolish question. I apologise. What a disgrace it would be if a man of the law didn't know how to read.
Exactly. A horrible disgrace.
So, do you want to see the contract? There's quite a lot to read there.
No, that's quite all right. Move along. I'll handle it. Right,
You ought
out
to
you
be
go.
ashamed.
I'll be watching you.
blessings to you.
Here you go. Take it.
You could.
Easy. Good horse.
Are you trying to run me over, you idiot?
Oh. Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Christ almighty.
I've got a barrel of ale at home. I'm afraid it'll go.
Oh.
Someone should really do something about that.
I'm in a right bind. But what a face for?
Do you know when von Burgov plans to attack Nebokov?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals at the banquet.
What can we do in the meantime?
Wait? What else? Try to amuse ourselves? You can manage that by yourself, can't you? Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet. I haven't spoken. Come and pick me up this evening.
I'm sorry.
You've come just at the right time.
Looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure Von Burgov has good reasons for caution.
I hope so. And I'd rather get this messenger business off my back too.
Well, get back to enjoying life without the tiresome duties of a nobleman.
You bet. We'll live it up when we get back home. But now, let's go and hear what Sorotto has to say to us.
I'm hoping for some good drink and crispy roast meat while we listen.
Let's go then, before there's nothing but bones and empty pitchers left.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench! Pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the Kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sorotto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nabokov, and let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nabokov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade, and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your Chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ore.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see...
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory.
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
Anything else you need?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly.
Would I be right in assuming nobody else knows about the content of our message yet?
Correct. And that is how it will stay, until I decide on my reply to lunch.
What about the League of Lords? Do you think you'll convince the other nobles as well?
Careful now, young man.
The war hurts everyone, without exception. And that is why it has to stop. Everyone agrees on that. Each one of us has to consider what he can do for peace in the land. You can show what you can do tomorrow, when we settle scores with those bandits.
We'll make short work of them.
I'll try not to let you down, sir.
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow when it's over. I do not let capable men go unrewarded.
Ah, junger Mann! Komm her!
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice, eh?
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabar. But in fact, it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords. Wie war das? Do you play dice, friend?
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about that, Bursche. I give no quarter.
Auf geht's. I'm very curious about you. Fine, then.
Even a fool
It's
gets
not over
lucky
yet.
sometimes.
Schön. Das
It
war's.
looks like you
You're
don't
up,
even
my
want
friend.
to play. The last time I was watching, a farmer lost his breeches and his boots here.
Gutes Spiel, ma...
That was a good game, friends.
Aye. Every game is good when you fatten your purse.
Lady Fortune gives and takes by turns. A few groschen, one way or the other, won't ruin me.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
Well, that's true. I apologize for what I said. I wasn't being serious. No offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
You've got more important things on your plate than I do, Henry. Stop faffing about and get over here.
What's the problem?
What do you think? I don't have time for nonsense.
I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Burgov. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I get that, but you gave von Burgov your word as a knight that you'd help him. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
Shall we...
I'm not local, so I'd like...
We're not local either. Aye. Mainly about your brushes with the law. Truly amusing escapades. If what they say is true.
I don't know what folk have been saying, but they like to exaggerate. Let's talk about something else.
Of course. No offense intended. We're glad to meet you.
My name is Olbram, and this is Yeshek of Bor.
Any news, gentlemen?
Yes. We were just talking about the Finger of God.
What's that? Some book?
Nobody knows, but the name is truly odd, isn't it? Apparently Sir Otto paid a fortune for this finger in Prague.
Sounds like some holy relic, doesn't it?
Aye. But it occurred to Olbram that it might be some new castle bell.
I heard him telling Chaplain Nicodemus that the castle needs a new bell. Throwing around coin like that when there's a war on is a sin, I tell you.
But our Sir Otto has deep pockets, and the war hasn't changed that. Quite the opposite, if anything.
Aye. Once you get involved in politics in Prague, the coin comes rolling in. You and Lord Capon are here on political business, aren't you? You're envoys of Hanush of Lipa, and the king's favourite, Radzig Kobyla, right?
Aye, but I can't talk about it.
Why not? We all want to end this terrible war, don't we?
Sure we do, gentlemen. But one letter can hardly achieve that, can it?
Maybe not, but it could be the first spark.
What about tomorrow? Will you join us in the attack?
Of course. I've brought so many men we could take the Barkov on our own.
I hope you'll leave room for us as well, Yeshek.
Have no fear. The main thing is that old Lord Nebag doesn't drop dead before we can save him.
Well, if we burn down his castle, he's bound to have a fit.
I think Sir Yaramir will be pleased if we get rid of those scoundrels without needless damage.
Aye, aye. Old Yaramir was always terribly proud of that little castle of his. He toiled all his life to build it.
Yet it's nothing more than a hut on a rock.
All the better for us. We'll take the hood in a trice, and then relieve Yaramir of a few barrels from his cellar.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out how much the rescue will cost him.
He'll be happy to give us the wine. Better to be alive and well than cold for eternity.
We have a chat, funny lad.
This is Henry, my lady.
May every prelate come down with cholera.
Sorry, I don't know your name, my lady.
This is Johanka of Zhernov, Henry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm...
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you. And the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind me saying so.
Nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once, young man.
You're right, Father. And not just my life, Lord Capon's as well.
Well, that sounds interesting. Won't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about adventures right from their hero himself.
I'll be glad to tell you my story. Where to begin?
The best place to begin is at the beginning, isn't it?
You're right, of course. That would be best. It all began one lovely day when we'd been on the road for ages. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. We didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us. They killed without mercy, and our men had no chance against them. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I still don't know how I didn't drown. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son. God clearly wanted you to be saved.
Truly shocking and terrifying. Tell me, what awful thing happened next?
What can I say? Nothing much apart from the fact they almost stuck me like a pig.
No doubt, but that's just what interests me.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labor would have been too humiliating for him, you see. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pour, slops over us, it would seem.
No, that is truly awful.
But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds, which led to a whole misunderstanding.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with it now. Why did they punish you?
That was nothing, really. But the bailiff didn't see it that way. Probably because it was his son who got a thrashing.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere and brave young man, Henry.
And rather entertaining company.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady. I'd be honored to escort you.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentlemen will excuse us, won't they? It's a lovely night outside, and it's a little stuffy in here, so a walk will do me good. Come on. A lovely summer night. It was horribly stuffy inside. Thanks for rescuing me from the claws of those two old vultures.
Yeah, of course. But I thought...
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, that's all. Like my late husband. But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well. Finally an exception that proves the rule.
I'm no good at poetry, anyway.
That's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night. It wasn't made for sleep, after all.
Hey,
Henry, we're moving.
Good morning to you.
I'm supposed...
Oh, but that horse is...
What?
Lots of other knights were here.
But Chamberlain Ulrich him...
I'll be happy to give you what I reckon you'll...
As you wish. You think he's going to get his fingers...
What?
And I have friends among the local nobles.
All right. Maybe I will. I still have this left.
See now? Sucker.
What's the matter, blacksmith's boy?
If you want something
Stop
done,
farting
you have to do
around.
it yourself.
Greeting. What brings you...
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for...
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get it and you...
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it. God knows where that cow's... But don't worry. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest. The lock got stuck again.
Sure.
Thanks. Take care then. What are you struggling with there? It's him! Arrest him!
What will it...
Hey, Henry, we're moving out.
Great,
Henry.
Happy... To be of service. How can I...
I'm...
Oh,
What?
Lots...
But change...
I'll be... I reckon...
As you think
What?
And I am.
I still...
See now? Sucker. If you want something
Hey,
done, you have to
Henry.
do it yourself.
What are you playing at? We're leaving.
Excuse me.
Greetings. What do you want? What?
I'm supposed to...
For that handsome young man?
What the...
Forget it. But don't worry. I'd just like to ask if the lock got...
Who...
Nobody.
Sure.
Thanks. Farewell.
My humble respects.
I've opened...
Really? I won't bother locking it again from now on. Here's some Hungarian. May the holy... Farewell.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Berghoff sent me then.
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ostener a kick up the ass.
So you don't have...
I'll go and see...
You're up early?
We're moving out.
Excellent. You made a fine purchase.
I have some better armor for you.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me...
What about you? Ready for battle?
Ready. We can go.
Excellent. Mount up, then. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in. Damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons. The force we have will take their little fortunate prize. What do you think? Don't tell me you don't fancy going into battle.
I can't wait to repay them for their kindness. I can still feel the spot in my shoulder where that arrow hit me at the pond.
Never mind your arrow. What about the humiliation I suffered? The rope is too good for those knaves. I'd have them quartered if it were up to me.
Aye, and quartered at least 3 times for what they did.
You're right. I'll ask von Bergov to send for a truly skillful executioner. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
My, what a beautiful horse.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nabarkov. Why dally, then, when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ!
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nevak was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
What the... My God! Where? Cross. Hey! I can't get out.
Give me your
But I...
Straight! I'll be done with you in a
Yeah.
flash!
I'm coming.
bastard! Now he's really pissed me off. We have to get out of here!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! I'll show you! Kick your asses! Slice him up! What are those fancy moves? Useless! Shit! He's nearly got me! There's more of them!
Capo! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
He's done for you! Don't spare him!
Come on! To me! Get him from behind!
Fucking horse, son!
Dead!
Yeah!
Through blood! Yeah! He's done for!
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
Blood, yeah!
Dead! You fool! Fuck! My legs come across!
Quick! I don't know why I'm bothering with you. Come on! Try to help me, for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here. I'll help you.
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curs!
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
Show your stuff! I'll be done with you in a flash!
Next!
In God's name!
Cable and Ulrich! We have to help the fool! Here, Henry! I need you here!
Oh, Mother of God!
Hey! Henry!
Hurry, you fool!
You're dead!
Fuck! My leg's caught! Shut up! Help me!
Right in the eye!
Christ's sake! My God!
I'm here. I'll help you.
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curse!
Let's get out of here!
Yeah! Don't spare it! Yeah!
Dead.
Take that shit! He's nearly got me! Fucking die already! You're mine! Light him up! He's nearly got me!
Drew! I'll kill him!
Show what you're made of!
Won't work on me.
You have a chance.
Useless!
Hey, get him!
Come on then!
Show
Jesus!
I'm hit!
That hit home!
Jesus! I'm
up nicely. You're dead.
Get
useless!
Let's go down! We'll lose them on the other side of the tree!
We'll kick your asses!
Show what you're made of!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Take that! I'll hack you to
Capon! Hans! Christ, I have to go to him!
Let's go down! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream!
Hans? Hans! Look at me! Hans!
That'll do! We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Kirkstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turned to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live. So, my boy, let's see what you got.
For the cross!
Fucking hell! What are you waiting for, you wretch?
Damn it! You're good.
Shishka, you all right?
So, do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. Well, not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
Let me make it clear. I am the very paradigm of Christianity. But the church has more priests than parishes. So all it took was a bit of spiteful gossip. And then someone else got my parish.
Aye, folk can be swine.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally, even though she's well past her prime. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's no big secret, but I can't talk about it without...
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Without having a drink inside me.
Ah, the ale's on the house, of course, Father.
Ah, excellent. It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I know. I'll go straight there, then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning. And they were ambushed in the ravine near Nabokov Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from Nabokov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started, and I think they said they saw them two there and all. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken, though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. The ravine ain't far from here. From the inn, follow the road east till you get to a big crossroads. And at the chapel there, head down towards the forest. Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there. I hope to God it was over quickly for them.
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Oh, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them in one piece.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
Kidding? Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul. And get this.
Lavadoshka says he was in the water at least 3 weeks, judging.
A week. Without anyone noticing. Exactly. That's not all. Their dead man had a gold chain around his neck.
You believe it?
We can go back to the mill soon, if it's not burnt to the ground. Greetings.
What's going on here?
The lords are having a scrap, but it's always us common folk who end up suffering, like this one. He'll be lucky to see the morning. Farewell, sir. I hope we can go back to the mill soon. Holy Mother of God. It's always the common folks that suffer the most. Careful! Holy Mother of God.
Make me
I beg you.
God be with you. I need to ask you something.
Me? Like what?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. And then, by then, them bastards had other things to worry about. They took some captives.
I'm looking for 2 friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
Please, God, make Kuba better again. I beg you.
God and all the saints, have mercy on me.
Good day to you.
Wait for it to rain.
Aye, coming right up.
Greetings. Huh? Huh?
Yeah! Come on, Phoebe. Let's go.
Go!
Clank! I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads. Yeah! Yeah! The tracks lead to the right.
Carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. They rained arrows down at them. God,
What you want, you old fool? You're not lost. What are you gaping at?
To hell with...
I'll be done with you in a flash.
It's a wonder you're still standing. You won't get me.
Well, you're off. Now you've had it. Just you wait.
Nice and slow. God Almighty, bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior. In any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looked like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Damn it, where do you think you're going? Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more
Calm down.
Oh? And who do you...
The Lord God, myself. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead.
All right.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry. This might sound stupid. But I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us. But it wasn't enough.
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
You're a dead man!
This won't end well for you.
Fucking hell! Nice hit!
Sitting blood, you wretch!
Good! Got no chance alone!
There's more of them!
You led him on nicely! The weakling was useless!
Butchery!
Fuck! That was some... They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Užice, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not going to dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it. Mount up, and we'll go. So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
Mother Church isn't happy with me. I sinned.
Does it have anything to do with the way you wield a weapon? Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Go! Go!
Clank!
Yeah!
Once old folks start get...
Well now, you're a fine horseman as well.
Bibiana might look like any old nag, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Bit like you. In any case, welcome to Nabokov. We'll leave the horses here. Not to worry, our boys will take good care of them.
A very nice fortress. How did you manage to take it?
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon, and maybe I'll have the two little blighters with me.
Open the gate!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men.
He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Greetings, Captain. Are you the one who came up with that diabolical ruse in the ravine? Remarkable work, I can't deny. If you did that on a larger scale, you'd go down in history.
I'd never have expected such an accolade from a priest.
Folk all over the domain are saying all hell broke loose there. Terrible bangs, smoke, but I don't see the devil in it. More like Schwarzpulver. Black powder. Am I right?
They definitely didn't teach you that in the seminary. Who the hell are you?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergo, and I'd have to parley with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want to parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo. If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man! What are the... You'll be fucking sorry! You'll be sorry!
Watch out! It's a rebellion!
Next!
Come on, scum!
You'll be sorry! I'll kill you for that!
We're gonna gut you dead! Hey, come on! We'll finish this! I've been waiting! Slice him up!
No mercy!
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Toth! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
What do you want here, you swine? I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir. Where's my sword? Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't bay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
Ugh. You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can you even deliver a letter?
I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus' men.
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zhizka here attacked us first, and then von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zhizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Bergov is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you. But my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offence, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebakov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Bergov may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zhish?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already, and then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh, God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Just get it over with.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Burgov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed, and no more fighting, and keep your hands off our Clara. But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the car.
I think I know where we're most needed. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear and dig their grave. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening at least. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
By the lesser evil, do you mean our new ally whose eye you almost put out?
I'd like to hear what you think of him.
I think deep down he's a good fella. It's just, well, he tends to overdo the whole notion of the end justifying the means.
And that's bad.
It's never good to accept death as a permanent part of your life. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Burgov come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us at all. Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that has nothing to do with what happened here. We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, grant them eternal rest. Requiem aeternam dona eis Dominus, et lux perpetua lucia eis, et etset hymnus Deus. Saudi rationem meam, ad te omnis caro venier. Lord, grant them eternal rest. Benedictus qui Excelsis. Lord, grant them eternal rest. Et sed hymnus Deus et tibi videtur vocum in Jerusalem. Saudi rationem mea. Te omnis caro venier. Lord, grant them eternal rest. Benedictus qui venis. Hosanna in Excelsis. Lord, grant them eternal rest. Requiem aeternam. Et sed hymn.
Do you know where I can sleep in the castle?
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to the lower castle.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Rattay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Scalis?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl, and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Who's looking after the church while you're here?
Well, whoever it is, it's no concern of mine.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest anymore?
I'm afraid not. That little evening escapade of ours, and your sermon in the church, didn't escape the bishop's attention.
Ah. Someone turned you in, eh?
Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff for quite some time now. And what happened didn't help my case much.
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Maybe I should earn a living getting people out of trouble.
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that now.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwin. Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
I should eat something.
Careful!
What can I do for you?
Show me your way.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Where can I sleep?
I'm sure that you'll find a free bed later. Have a good evening.
Careful. Careful.
Come on! You'll really get a kick out of this. Are you ready? You really...
What's going on?
This'll interest. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damaged bronze bells filled with black powder could...
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan. That's right. It's Schwarzpulver, or gunpowder. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And pretty explosive if you don't know how to use it, eh? How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
All right. But just tell me the most important details.
Shooting from a pistol isn't difficult. It has a barrel in the front, which is loaded with gunpowder, a ball and wadding. As soon as it's loaded in that order, you put the gun under your shoulder and light it with a wick. But watch out for the recoil. It's awfully powerful, like being kicked by a horse.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that. Good.
Careful now. I don't want...
You look like you're all in one piece.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure...
Maybe a prayer would...
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it.
What an invention!
men benching. My God, this really is a diabolical contraption.
Holy balls! What a racket! And that stench! It's got quite a kick, eh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shoot.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you'll have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm going to hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
Hey, you! Why are you gawking at me like a daft cunt? I should have shot you right off. And don't pretend you can't hear me. What is it? Lost for words? What? So you're just going to ignore me, are you? Just you wait. I'll show you, you stuck-up fucker.
Hey, stop fighting!
Stop with him!
Zeig, was du da...
These days, no one's ever really...
Madman! Kill him!
Was machst du? Mein Gott! Was ist da los?
Unbelievable!
Nein! Scheiß drauf! Hey, Henry.
It was a hard bloody day today, eh?
I swear, I don't know how many more times we're going to have to change sides before luck smiles on us.
Look on the bright side. We survived. And that's the main thing, right? I hear we're going back to Rattay tomorrow.
Great. I'll be glad to see the back of Trotsky and fucking von Berghoff once and for all. Though I'd rest easier if he was dead. I was humiliated, ambushed, wounded, and nearly hanged, all because of him. Just because I was trying to do the responsible thing.
You did what you could. It's just that circumstances turned against us.
Exactly. Thank you, Henry. Even Hanush will have to admit our mission couldn't have succeeded under the circumstances. Either way, I'll never forget this little trip of ours.
Same here. Al dentes fortuna jivat.
Ha ha ha! Exactly. Well, now it's all over. So, what do you say to rolling a few dice together?
If you have anything to bet with, my lord.
Don't worry about me. What about you? Aren't you completely skinned?
Thanks for your concern, but I still have a few grosh.
Maybe not for long. Enough talk. Let's let the wing... Come on then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Mother of God's holy britches. How come I always lose so disgracefully?
Because I cheat disgracefully? Because you play so deplorably?
Oh, right, that's it. All the blame is on my head again. Come one, come all. Lord Capon of Perkstein is on trial again. It's been quite a while since I was last on the gallows.
And you drew quite a crowd last time, eh?
Oh, my God. Oh, what a disgrace that was.
Well, it's one way of catching attention, though.
I'd rather catch the attention of a local wench. Aye. Wine, women, and song. All our problems began the day I abandoned that simple philosophy of life.
You want to enjoy life again? So, back to the original plan?
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning. The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Not a chance, you idiots!
Who are you calling an idiot? Only an idiot would waste bandages on those high-born fuckers.
They're injured, just like our men.
Plenty of ours are already pushing up daisies, and these bastards are responsible. Aye, don't fuck with us, Clara. You're not going to treat them and that's that. Let them die for all I care.
Absolutely not.